Hi Fee, this is the yoga sequence I've put together for you. I hope you find it beneficial. So if you want to come to kneeling on your mat, keeping your big toes together, spreading your knees to the edges of your mat. And from here, we're going to release our arms down onto the mat. So if you want to stretch your hands out in front, try to maintain as much contact between your bum and your heels as much as possible. And if you can release your head down onto the mat. Keep stretching your hands out in front, lowering yourself down, ensuring you're always breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. So we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Slow, steady inhalation, followed by slow, steady exhalation. Keeping the fingers spread out. Keep stretching the arms out in front, resting your heels back. Just letting yourself melt. Stay here for another few breaths. Now, if you want to come onto the fingertips and walk them over to the right hand side, keeping your body nice and low. You may come off the edge of your mat and then just sink back down on top of your heels again and stay here for a few breaths. Feeling that stretch on your left hand side. Feeling that stretch in your shoulders. Stay here for one more breath. And now come back up onto your fingertips, keeping your body nice and low, and walk your hands over to the other side. And rest back down again onto your mat, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. Stay here now for one more breath. And on your next inhalation, come back up onto your fingertips and walk your hands back into center. And rest back down for one more breath. Now from here, we'll unfold. So walk your hands back in nice and gently. Sitting back up on top of your heels. And now from here, we're going to find ourselves coming onto lying down on our back. So swinging the legs out in front and stretching the legs out in front, lying down on your back. From here, we're going to do wind removing pose. So if you'd like to bend up your right knee and grasp your shin with your hands, interlaced fingers. And the idea is to bring your knee to your shoulder. So just feel that stretch. And if you can try to keep your shoulder as flat to the mat as possible, and to keep the knee on the outside, make sure you avoid your rib cage, and ensure your right foot is nice and loose. Try to keep any tension out of it. And same for the loose leg, keeping that nice and straight and relaxed. And try to keep both shoulders on the mat, feeling nice good stretch in the underside of your leg. And stay here for a few breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. Exhale and release, straightening that right leg. And inhale and bend up the left knee, and we'll do the same. Interlacing your fingers pulling that knee down towards your left shoulder, avoiding your rib cage, trying to keep your shoulders as flat to the mat as possible. You can tuck the chin, try to keep your neck as flat as possible, ensuring that left foot is nice and relaxed and that right leg is nice and straight and relaxed as well. And as you inhale, feel yourself pulling that knee in closer, and on the exhale, feeling your belly relax. Stay here for one more breath. And exhale and release. Straighten that leg back down. And now we're going to bend up both knees, clasping the shins with the hands below the knees. So your grip might be here, or if you can also reach for your elbows, making yourself into a nice tight ball, giving yourself a nice big hug, and rest the neck back down, keeping a subtle tuck of the chin. And keep hugging in your knees while trying to press your tailbone back down onto the mat. And as you inhale and exhale, feel that compression in your abdomen. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And exhale and release, and straighten your legs back down. Now from here we'll come up to sitting, keeping the legs stretched out in front of you. We're going to start off by bending up the right knee and bringing our foot into as close to our groin as possible. So I'm just going to turn to face you. So bend the knee and tuck your foot as high up as possible as you can. And from here, inhale the hands overhead and fold forward and reach for your foot. And if your foot's not available, you can bend your knee. So inhale, exhale. So your knee may be bent, or you may have it straight. So here we'll just take a few breaths. Now if you want to keep your gaze towards your ankle, it'll keep your spine a bit straighter. Feeling that stretch on the back side. Don't forget to keep breathing nice and slowly in through the nose and exhaling slowly out through the nose. Inhale and unfold. And we'll do the same on the other side. You can swap your legs. So right leg straight, bending the left knee, tucking that foot in as close as you can. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale and stretch forward. If you can, clasp your foot, and if not, bend up that knee. And we'll keep our eye gaze to our ankle, trying to keep a straight spine. And stay here for a few breaths. And inhale and unfold. Now from here, we're going to come to tabletop position. So ensure your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips and your feet are behind your knees, forming two straight lines. So from here, we're going to inhale and extend the right arm out in front of us, and keeping the palm facing forward. So inhale, and then we're going to extend our left leg behind us and forming a straight line. So stretching that left leg back and stretching that right foot forward. And stay here for a few breaths. Exhale and release that foot back down and releasing the arm back down. Do the same on the other side. Inhale, extend the left arm forward, palm facing forward, and extending that right leg back behind you. Forming a nice straight line. Gentle gaze at the tip of your thumb. Stay here for a few breaths. And exhale, release that leg and release that hand. Now from here, we're going to tuck our toes underneath and push up into downward facing dog. So exhale and push up. So from here, you want your index fingers facing forward, shoulders rotating out, gentle bend of the knees, hips tilting to the sky. Take a few breaths here. And now inhale and step the right leg forward. Keeping your left palm on the mat. Stretch your right hand to the sky. Feeling that opening in your chest. Make sure you keep extending that back knee, pressing that back heel. Stay here for a few breaths. Now, exhale, release the hand and step back into downward facing dog. Now we'll do the same on the other side. Inhale, left leg steps forward, keeping the right palm on the mat. Extending the left arm to the sky. Keep pressing that left knee forward. Stay here for a few breaths. Now, exhale and push back into downward facing dog. From here, we'll step the right leg forward again. And you can drop your left knee on the mat and untuck your toes and unfold. From here, we're going to extend the arms to the sky, and you can interlace your fingers. And you want to arch in your back and not collapse in to your lower back. Keep pressing your hips forward. Keep arching. Keep stretching those arms overhead. Exhale and return to downward dog. Tucking the toes, stepping back. We'll do the same on the other side. Inhale, step the left leg forward. Dropping that back knee, untucking the toes. Extending the arms to the sky, interlacing the fingers, and stretching up. Keep stretching the arms up. Avoid collapsing into your lower back. Feeling that stretch on the front of your right hip. Stay here for one more breath. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to downward dog. Now we'll step the right leg forward again. You can drop the back knee and tuck the toes, extending the arms to the sky. Now from here, we're going to bring our left arm to the outside of our right knee. So we want to twist from the waist. So inhale and exhale and twist. Bringing your hands to prayer. Now if you can tuck your back toes, extending that left knee. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So exhale, hands to the mat and step back. Now we'll do the same on the other side. Inhale, step the left leg forward. Drop that back knee and tuck the toes, extending the arms to the sky. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring your right arm to the outside of your left knee. And bring your hands to prayer again. And if you want, you can tuck your toes and extend that right knee. And on the exhale, keep twisting as the left hand pushes down and the right hand resists. Stay here for a few breaths. And exhale, return hands to the mat and step back into downward dog. From here, we're going to step to the front of our mat. So inhale and step through. And exhale and fold. Now from here, we're going to separate our feet to about hip width distance. Keep folding your body down, bending your knees as much as possible, and clasping the elbows behind your head. Make sure your head's nice and heavy. Give it a nod yes and a shake no. Just feeling the weight of your body relax down. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. Now on the exhale, we're going to unfold. So very slowly, we're going to uncurl the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping yourself curled in nice and slowly, nice and steadily, until you're upright. Shrug your shoulders back. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Now, bring the feet together. Inhale, reach arms to the sky. Exhale, fold, bending the knees. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, step back and lower down to plank. You can release your knees on the mat if this is too much. So from here you can release the knees, lower the chest down, and then into upward facing dog, pushing from the feet. And exhale, tucking the toes to downward dog. From here we're going to drop our left heel and step our right foot forward. And come up. So I'm just going to swap sides so you can see me. So step the right leg forward, dropping the left heel, extending the arms out to the side. Keeping the left leg straight, grounding down through your heel, gentle bend of the right knee. From here, we're going to windmill the arms and bring the right hand to the arch of the right foot, and if that's not available, you can rest your hand on your shin. So inhale, shifting the hips back, exhale, and windmill. So you might get here or you might be here, wherever is most comfortable for you. And extending that other arm to the sky. Opening the chest, creating a nice little back bend. From here, we'll take a few breaths. If you can, turn your eye gaze to your upper thumb, or wherever is most comfortable for you, maybe on your big toe. So I'll take a few breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So inhale, straight legs, and unfold. We'll do the same on the other side. So turn your right foot in, turning your left foot out, keeping the weight on the right heel, gentle bend of the left knee, open palms to the front. So exhale and bring your left hand to your left foot or shin. Keep stretching those arms apart, opening the chest. Stay here for a few breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and we'll come out. And turn both feet to face forward. From here, we'll bend the knees and fold forward. So with a gentle bend of the knees, bring your hands to your hips, bending forward, reaching the arms out in front. So you may start off with your hands on your mat, and then as you bend, you can stretch your arms out in front, keeping your knees bent to take any pressure off your back. And then let your head be nice and heavy. Stay here for a few breaths. Feeling that stretch in the shoulders, opening up the hamstrings. Now, inhale and bring the palms back underneath the shoulders. Straighten the arms, opening the chest. Bring your palms onto your hips, elbows pointing back. And from here, it will unfold nice and gently, keeping those knees bent. From here, we're going to turn the right foot out. Make sure that the heel of the right foot lines up with the arch of the left foot. Extending the arms to the side. And we're going to bend that front knee. Sitting down. Trying to keep that right shin as straight as possible. Keep sinking your hips, keeping the weight on that back heel, trying not to collapse into the arch of the left foot. We'll take one more breath here. Inhale and straighten that right knee. Turning that foot in, do the same on the other side. Turn the left foot out and sit down onto that knee. So one side's always going to feel different to the other. This side it might be a bit more flexible. Keep extending those arms apart, externally rotating the shoulders. Keep sinking the hips down. Take one more breath here. Inhale and straighten the leg. Turn that left foot in. Turn the right foot out again. Bend that front knee. Now from here, we can release our forearm on the right leg, extending the left arm overhead. Keep sinking down your pelvis. We'll stay here for a few breaths. If you can, gentle gaze to those fingers in the upper hand. Stay here for one more breath. Inhale, straighten the legs, and extending the arms. We'll do the same on the other side. Turn the right foot in, left foot out. Bend the left knee. Release the forearm onto the leg, extending the right arm overhead. Feeling a nice stretch from your right ankle to your right fingertips. Keeping the pelvis nice and low. Rotating your left thigh out, your right thigh in, pelvis tilting forward. Stay here for a few breaths. And inhale, straighten the legs and extending the arms. Turn the left foot in, feet facing forward. Now, going to bend the right knee again. Sitting down, sinking the pelvis. Now we're going to release the right hand on the mat, extending the left arm to the sky. Keep stretching your arms apart, sinking your pelvis, keeping that back leg nice and strong. Stay here for one more breath. Inhale and unfold. Straighten the right leg. Turn the foot in. Turn the left foot out. Bend the knee. Bring your left palm to the inside of your left foot, extending the other arm to the sky. Sinking the pelvis. If you can gaze to your fingers of your top hand. Stay here for one more breath. Inhale and unfold. Turn that right foot in. Now from here, we're going to come back to downward facing dog. So you can windmill the arms to the front of your mat and step back. Hands to the mat, stepping the left foot back into downward facing dog. Creating a nice V shape with your body. Index fingers forward, heels pressing down, gentle bend of the knees, pelvis tilting to the sky, arms rotating out. From here, we're going to bring our right ankle behind our left wrist. So inhale the leg to the sky and bring that ankle behind the left wrist. Exhale. Now you want to try and stay as upright as possible. You can untuck the toes, pushing that left leg back. Try to stay as evenly on each hip as possible. Try not to collapse onto one side. If you want, you can put a blanket or a pillow or cushion under your right hip. That will ensure you stay upright. From here, we're going to release our arms onto the mat and stretching them out in front of us. So it's important to only go as far as your body will let you. You don't want to feel any pain at all, so just listen to your body and be comfortable. So we can extend our arms out in front. You may be able to get your hands or your forearms or rest your head down. So we'll stay here for a few breaths. So inhale and unfold, walking your hands back in underneath your shoulders. And now we'll do the same on the other side. Tuck the toes of your left foot, lifting the knee, swinging the right leg back into downward dog. You can pedal it out here. Release any tension. Now we'll do the same on the other side. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And exhale, bring your left ankle behind your right wrist. Drop that back knee, untuck the toes, keeping upright, trying to stay evenly distributed between your hips. Once again, you can use a cushion or a pillow or a blanket to put underneath that left hip to maintain your stability. From here, we can release our hands onto the mat out in front, or even our forearms or head, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. Okay, inhale and walk your hands back in underneath your shoulders. Tuck the toes of your right foot, lifting the right knee, and swing your left leg back into downward dog, pushing from the arms. Pedal it out here. Release anything that was built up. Now from here we're going to come to seated. So you can step or walk the feet forward. Come to seated. Now from here, I'm going to fix you. So with the legs out in front, bend your left knee, bringing it in underneath your right knee, tucking it in beside your bum, bending the right knee up. Now, you're going to bring your right palm to behind your spine, so it's resting nice and comfortably. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale and bring your left arm to the outside of your right knee. Push that knee away with your arm. Feeling a stretch on the outside of your right hip. Stay here for a few breaths. Keep pushing that right knee with the left forearm. And keeping your right arm as straight as possible to keep the spine straight and upright. Exhale and release. And we'll do the same on the other side. So inhale, bending the right knee, bringing it in underneath your left knee, and bring your foot to the outside of your left hip. Bend that left knee up, planting the left palm behind your bum. Make sure your spine's nice and straight. Inhale, extend the right arm to the sky. Exhale, and push that left knee away. Feeling that opening in the left hip. Keep pushing with that right arm as the left knee resists. Take one more breath here. And exhale and release. You can extend the legs out in front of us. Waggle them from side to side. And from here we'll go into Savasana. So if you want to lie down on your mat, legs out in front, arms resting by your side, palms facing up. And from here we relax, letting all tension go. Breathing in through the nose, slowly exhaling through the nose. Relax your ankles, relax your shins, relax your quads, relax your hips, relax your bum, relax your stomach, relax your chest, relax your shoulders, relax your arms, relax your hands, relax your neck, relax your head, relax your face, relax your jaw, relax your forehead. Slow, steady, even inhalations, followed by slow, steady exhalations. Feeling your belly rise on the inhale and relax on the exhale. Take a few more breaths here. Now we'll bring some sensation back in. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle your toes. From here, you can roll onto your right or roll onto your left, bending the knees. Rolling over onto your side, using your arm as a pillow. And when you're ready, come up to seated. Take it nice and slowly. Now we'll come to comfortable cross-legged position, or you can sit on your knees if that's not feasible for you. Namaste, Fiona.